I'm Mia Gradney.
And I'm Len Cannon. Governor Greg Abbott just announced a controversial truck inspections along the border will be rolled back at one international bridge. This could potentially end a truckers' protest happening on the Mexico side.
In the meantime, Governor Abbott says he has kept his promise to bus migrants from Texas to Washington, D.C. Dozens began arriving in the nation's capital this morning, as some critics continue to call it a political stunt. Jason Miles is following all of today's developments and is live here in Houston with more for us. Jason, a very, very busy day.
To say the least, Mia, from buses up in D.C. to trucks down on the border, everything tied back to immigration issues here in Texas. Alongside Nuevo Leon, Mexico's governor,
today is an historic day.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed a memorandum of understanding in Laredo, announcing that DPS troopers will back off mandatory commercial vehicle inspections at the border that have created a blockade and worsened, many say, existing supply chain issues. Nuevo Leon will, in exchange, increase security measures on the Mexico side.
The effect of this will be that the bridge from Nuevo Leon and Texas will return to normal, effective immediately, right now.
Abbott still claims the federal government, which inspects trucks at the border, isn't doing an effective job and says state inspections at other crossings will continue, something the White House called in a new statement, quote, unnecessary and redundant. News from Laredo came hours after the first busload of migrants from Texas arrived in Washington, D.C., after Abbott promised to bring the border to President Biden. These are some of the families who made the voluntary 30-some-odd-hour trip, assisted in the nation's capital by, among others, Catholic Charities.
If you come here and you happen to be an immigrant, or you happen to be a poor person, happen to be someone who needs food, we're going to try to say yes.
Some told reporters the journey from Texas included plenty of food and water, and that they already had secondary stops planned as they seek asylum in the U.S. Meantime, Governor Abbott,
whether by bus or plane,
says more migrants are on the way to Washington. And Congresswoman Sylvia Garcia of Houston is among those who continues to call this a political stunt on the part of Governor Abbott, even mentioning the fact that that first bus that arrived in D.C. happened to pull up right in front of Fox News Channel's Washington studios. It's certainly a situation we will continue to keep an eye on. In Houston, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.